Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back. Oh my God, to Pisces Network, you guys. These cards are real trash, though. Let me not be rude. I appreciate the cards that I get, like the little inexpensive cards from Amazon, but they bend up so easy, child. I'd be scared I'm gonna rip them. We're gonna get a time frame, no Pisces. This reading, we're basically gonna get a time frame to see when the most important time frame in the near future is for you coming up. It might not be in the near future, but we're going to see. Okay. And we're going to figure out why. Okay. So you guys be sure to stick around, like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Don't be fucking with me now. Don't be over here getting this good tea and you don't help support me. Okay. It ain't about me, but in order for me to give you the tea, you got to support me. Okay. Thank you guys. December keeps popping up at the bottom. All right, and also don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, Pisces. If you want to book a personal reading, that information is always going to be below in the description box, in the Linktree link, or linked directly in the channel below. There's 3 options available, and if you can afford it, and if you've been wanting it, don't hesitate. Go ahead and book, child. Let's get to the bottom of what's going on. Work it out. Also, you guys be sure to go check out my other channels. The Underground is where you can find love readings. And I know I haven't posted over there in a while. By the time you see this on Monday, hopefully I will have posted a video because I plan on recording one today, or either today or tomorrow. Today is Friday, child. My days are all thrown off. Y'all let me know in the comments. Time be feeling crazy, don't it? Ain't the time been feeling crazy, y'all? It has. I feel like it's Sunday today. And I don't know if it's Sunday in May, Sunday in June, Sunday in fucking March. I don't know if it's in the past, the future. Child. Have y'all been feeling like that? Then we got Trump and Elon getting into cat fights and shit. They about to pull the claws out. About to pull their little dildos out and start swatting them around at each other. Sick of them motherfuckers. Sick of their ass. Sick of it. SICCUD. Sick of it. Anyway, let me get back to the point. Pisces, thank you for being here. Shout out to all my members, moderators, and subscribers. All right. I just wanted to shuffle the cards for whatever reason. Let's see, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God for Pisces. What is the significant time frame for Pisces coming up, Spirit? Coming up. What is a significant time frame for Pisces coming up? Oh, wow. In the spring. It could be the fall, though, because it kind of came out of reverse, but I digress. It says the spring. It's up to you. Yeah, so something is kind of up in the air. It depends on your actions in September. And I said the fall. It came out in reverse. Listen, that just goes to show you. Just saying. I said it. Now, it's up to you, though. Something could happen in the spring, or it could take as long as September. The time frame is going to be based on the amount of time, effort, energy, and progress that you put in and or make. Okay? What is this about? Yeah, so you could be asking how long something is going to take. In this particular situation, for the majority of you, it's going to depend on you. You may be asking, how long will it take me to learn how to cook or bake? How long will it take me to learn how to sew or knit or crochet? You know, it's going to be up to you. How many times are you going to practice? Because when I tell you my ass is so, everything hurt, bitch. Nails done, hair done, everything big. My knees hurt, my back fucking hurt, my shoulders and my neck be hurting. Because you know why? I've been taking my big back ass to the skating rink 3 times a motherfucking week, bitch. And I'm tired. But guess what, ho? I could skate. And I could skate backwards now. I could do bubbles backwards, bitch. Now that's nice. Say that 3 times fast. Ooh, level up, popped out. Ooh, and whoever had the evil eye getting caught. Ooh. Yeah. So no matter what it is that you want to accomplish, Spirit is saying that it can either happen in the spring, which is pretty much now, immediately, indubitably, or or it could happen in the fall. It's gonna be up to you, child. Okay, Christmas, look, just popped out. Now, what is this about? What is this time frame concerning when it comes to Pisces? Okay. All right, so we have gratitude, therapist, and insecure. All right. Then we have Christmas again. Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's like the holidays. Something about the holidays. The winter months. Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's November and December. So that's like... that's like Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Yeah, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. There may be a need for you to show more gratitude. Depends on your situation. Don't feel like you need to show more gratitude if you've already been being very grateful already. Let me see what this is. I'm kind of... Someone could definitely be very depressed, very insecure. Someone needs to see a therapist or a professional because they are feeling very insecure, or they have a lot of insecurities and they need to show more gratitude. I don't know if that's you, but if it is, get your motherfucking shit together, bitch. Do what you need to do. I feel like a lot of you, if you are, adulting and you're like the type of person who has decided that you're going to stop throwing a pity party for yourself and get up and change your life. I feel like by the time Thanksgiving, Christmas come around, anywhere from September to December, maybe even early January of 2025, you're going to start feeling a whole lot better. Okay. That's what I'm getting from that. Especially if you started seeing a therapist, or you got a new therapist, or you started doing some type of mental health recovery techniques to get your mind right. What else is this for Pisces? Opportunity. Yeah. You could be taking an opportunity. Like maybe this is a free therapist. You could have gotten a new job. And now, because of the perks of your job or the way the contract is set up, you could see a free therapist and maybe you get like 3 to 5 free sessions. Some of you, because you see the therapist, if they get you an FSA, or is it HSA or FSA? I don't know. It's some type of health accommodation through HR. And you may be able to do that where you use the 3 to 5 free sessions, but then because of what the therapist discovers, you're able to qualify for some type of health benefit that allows for you to continue to see the therapist at a lower price or free of charge because of the accommodations that you have. This could also help you get time off of work so that you're able to rest. I am not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, so please don't take this as medical advice. The disclaimer is below. However, I used to be in HR. Thank you. Now, ready and willing, accommodating, meeting halfway, correcting mistakes, making improvements, rectifying, willing to learn. Infatuation, obsession, attachment, therapy, passion, driven by lust. Why did I say therapy when it says temporary? Somebody is infatuated or obsessed. They need to go to therapy. They have an unhealthy attachment and it needs to be dealt with by a fucking professional. I feel like you're ready to take an opportunity, especially if this is you, to fix a situation that's imbalanced in your life. But for a lot of you guys, this don't feel like your energy. This feels like somebody around you who needs to figure out what the fuck is going on. And I feel like they're doing that, or they have the opportunity to do that. I feel like you've been in this situation too, though, because this mirroring energy is right here. So it's like, I could be picking that. Yeah, that whenever Spirit shows me the mirroring card, I have several decks that have a mirror in it. But whenever they show me this, it's kind of like a situation where you could be going through this right now, but this more than likely is a situation that you've already moved past and overcome, that somebody else is going through and that you can relate to, but that isn't necessarily directly affecting your situation or energy, or it isn't necessarily directly associated with your situation or energy. It's associated with someone around you who's kind of like in your energy, or that you will encounter, or that you'll be affected by in some way, shape, or form, whether you know them directly or not. And Spirit is trying to remind you that you can empathize with their situation because you've experienced this in the past. So, unnecessary worry and opportunist. Yeah, so this situation, they're telling you that this situation is mirroring that of something that you've been through, but you don't have to worry about it because this is something that's going on with some type of opportunist or someone who's very self-serving. They take advantage of people. They're very boastful with their ego, and they're only, being selfish and self-serving for themselves. Self. It's mirroring what's going on with this person back to you so that you're aware, possibly to protect yourself, but to also be empathetic so that you're not judgmental and so that you keep your spiritual hands clean, because you can relate to what they're going through, even if they project it in a negative way. One more card. Ciao. Okay. Seduction, temptation, charm, enticement, lure, sensuality, using sex appeal. Yeah, I feel like somebody who's very selfish or opportunistic is going to have the opportunity to seduce you or try to do that. They're going to act like they're ready and willing to change and go to therapy and be honest. I feel like, ooh, and you know what's crazy, bitch? This could be, if we're talking about September, this could be a Virgo, a Libra. I'm not really getting October, but I know Scorpio season starts in October, so take it how it resonates. We could be talking about a Virgo, a Libra, a Scorpio, Sagittarius, or a Capricorn, who thinks that you, Pisces, should be more grateful that they're finally going to see a therapist in an attempt to try to make you feel insecure about putting up a boundary or something like that. I know that's a stretch, but it came to me and I'm saying it. Now, we have honesty and truth, sincerity, authenticity, forthright, transparent, candid, heartfelt. No, that's funny. Yeah, it's that, but I know I know I said that it sounds far-fetched, but it actually doesn't, because it feels like somebody is trying to use this energy of being ready and willing, accommodating, honest, truthful, sincere, to seduce you into giving them an opportunity to be an opportunistic person in your life, either for the first time or again. And I think you're putting up a boundary and saying no. And I feel like this person is trying to make you feel bad about putting up that boundary and saying no. And they're going to do things to try to make you feel insecure, either by bringing up things in your past that you had to work through, or by making you feel crazy, or making you seem like you're just overreacting and that you should be more grateful for them and what they're doing and all this other type of shit. This could even be somebody who helped you get to therapy or helped you overcome some type of addiction or whatever the fuck that they want to claim victory over in your life. It's not because of them. It's because of you. They couldn't sit in a therapy room with you unless it was couples therapy. And in that situation, it was both of y'all motherfuckers crazy. Okay. So it's like, that's what it's kind of giving. It's kind of giving a parent or a person who is very controlling, selfish, opportunistic, usury, like someone in your life who wants to take credit for the things that you've been able to accomplish or the ways that you've been able to grow, or someone in your life who's constantly like bringing you down when you don't agree with them, or trying to bring you down when you don't do what they want you to do. And they need to go see a therapist because they're very insecure and ungrateful themselves. That's crazy. So I don't understand. I'm not really correlating what this has to do with the time frame, other than maybe this is this person's zodiac sign. But this situation could be happening like from spring to winter. Can you get more clarity about why that time frame is significant when it comes to this? Surveillance. Someone could be keeping a very close eye on you. There may be a situation in your life that needs reviewing. Yeah, so maybe this person is around you and you don't realize that this is how they are, and they may be trying to subconsciously fuck with your head. Mean woman. Ooh, not this card again, child. I don't want to read it. And the male. Okay. So there's a mean woman who could possibly be seeking revenge, who's very stuck in her ways, who is watching you. Maybe watching your mail, emails. Somebody's doing weird shit. One more card. Warning. Good Lord. This is a warning. You need to proceed with caution or a situation could be dangerous. Yeah, so there's somebody watching you. They're surveilling you. They're watching your mail, your emails, your text messages. Feels like it could be a hacker or a stalker. This is not for you to be like worried though. Lunch and mail. This could be the lady at the post office who be there around lunchtime, like her schedule. She come in at 12 o'clock. Or she always hanging out at the mailbox at 12 or around lunchtime or something. You may also get some type of mail or email, some type of correspondence that lets you know that there's been some woman watching you, or somebody's been investigating you, or somebody is trying to hack into your shit, get into your accounts. It definitely feels like someone is trying to like get information about you, spy on you, watch you, or like hack into your accounts. Oh, you know what? And I be forgetting this sometimes when I see this surveillance card, but you know how folks got the Ring cameras and, you know, the doorbell cameras and stuff like that. You may witness one of your neighbors going through your fucking mailbox. And you might need to walk down there and tell that bitch to mind her fucking business. That's crazy. Devilish person. That's so weird. What is this? I don't know what this is, you guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay. What is going on? I'm trying to figure out what deck I'm finna use. Okay, let's do it right here. Ooh. Oh, the trusted, dusty, everyday witch tarot. Let's do that. Because you know that one be getting down to business. Getting the tea. Piping hot. Okay. What is going on, y'all? Please tell me in the comments if I am hot, cold, or in the middle. Ooh, and y'all, it is Friday. And I went to my skate class on not Thursday, but on Wednesday. Then I went to Throwback Thursdays last night at the actual skating rink. And boy, that bitch was packed. I was like, damn. It's a lot of folks in here. But it was fun, y'all. I'm telling you, get yourself a hobby so that you don't be all caught up in whatever this fucking shit is going on in the world and have it stressing you out all the time. It's going to be news on top of news on top of news. You ain't got to pay attention to all that shit. So since I did all of that, you guys, I'm going to play The Sims tonight and relax. I'm going to go get me some wine. Probably some red wine. I love Cabernet Sauvignon. Okay? So I'm going to probably go get me some wine. I'm going to try to find somebody who has the one that I like, that True Myth that I told y'all about a while back. And I'm going to eat some nice dinner. Probably have a nice hearty salad. Try to keep my figure. Okay. And then I'm going to play Sims until I don't feel like playing Sims no more. And I feel like it'll be a nice evening. Okay. So let me know what y'all do on Friday night. Because I know I'm filming this on Friday, but y'all not going to see it till Monday. So let me know what y'all did on Friday night. Did you get in trouble, bitch? Because it seems like with this reading, y'all getting in trouble. Okay, so first of all, why is this spring time frame significant with the addition of It's Up to You and in September? Why is this spring time frame significant? Fool card, you're starting something new. New job, new relationship, new home, new. And that's funny because ATL, the girl's name was Nunu, and they was at Cascade. And that's in Atlanta, child, okay? Of course, because the movie's called ATL. But her name was Nunu, right? And what was she doing, right? Because these things are not coincidences when they come up in the reading. She was, what was she doing? She was sneaking around behind her daddy's back. And her daddy was real strict. And her daddy thought that she was out there with the little, what's the little white girl? I don't know what they was doing. The daddy thought that she was with one of her friends on the weekend at her friend's house, but she ended up going to the hood in Atlanta and talking to T.I. And she was out there being bad. And she always looked like she had a bunch of money, but she claimed that she, I don't know what school she said she went to, but she claimed that she lived in the hood. But then T.I. found out that she was actually a rich girl. And then the daddy was acting all crazy. Maybe I might watch that tonight while I play The Sims. That's a throwback. I ain't seen that movie in a long time. But yeah, it was something like that. And he was cussing her out and talking crazy to T.I. I feel like that's what was going on. You could definitely just feel very free. Taking a leap of faith, trusting God, moving towards what you feel like is right. We have the Strength card here and the King of Wands. So this could definitely be an Aries or a Leo masculine. This time frame could be significant because of an Aries or a Leo masculine. But this could also be you finding the courage to free yourself from someone's grip. What's the Fool? King of Swords. And I was about to say Aquarius. I was about to say Scorpio. Listen, it could be anybody. It don't have to be an Aries or a Leo, but it's strong Aries, possibly Leo, maybe an Aquarius, possibly Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Yeah, this is like you're free from somebody's control. It's like somebody's been holding you back. Somebody's been very possessive of you as well. They've been trying to suppress your creativity. There's like creative suppression. It's like a parent when their kid is at the playground. They always talking about, be careful. Don't go down and slide too fast. Slow down on the swing. Shut the fuck up. Let your kid play. God damn, raggedy. I used to be like that, so I can't even really talk too much. Cause I used to be like that too, cause I was always worried about the kids getting hurt and stuff like that. But it's because like, oh my God, it was one time, oh my God, when I was at my ex-father-in-law's house, and child, everything, all the reasons why I could not relax was because of this nigga. Not his daddy, but him. Yes, ma'am, I know. I ain't gonna say too much. But basically, the outlets in his house was exposed. And because my ex-husband didn't want to get a better job, and he was a lazy fuck. A lazy fat fuck at that. Pretty much, I was working 2 fucking jobs. And now at this point, I had 2 kids. And at this point, I was already planning my escape. I didn't want to be married to this nigga no more. But I couldn't just up and leave. Because my uncle already told me, you're not coming back over here. Even though he let my boy cousins come back several times over. And, one of which was a repetitive addict, and the other one was very bougie and prideful and ungrateful. But he constantly helped them all the goddamn time. But me, with my two kids, we had to either choose between getting abused or being on the street, bitch. But that's how the cookie crumbles. You gotta let it go. So basically, I was stuck in a marriage that I knew was a problem. And I was pretty much bringing in majority of the rent money. I was doing all the work all the time. And he was working. You could say he was working, but it was that excuse type of working where it's like you're only doing enough work and you're only participating enough to say that you're participating so that people can't say that you a lazy fat fuck. So we ended up having to go live with his daddy at their house, the house that he grew up in. It was fucking infested with roaches. And I was so irritated all the fucking time. And it was basically all my shit that came from my mom or my uncle's house, and everything else was in storage. And I ended up serving tables. I was serving tables at Steak and Shake. And then this girl, the manager was on drugs. She was doing some crazy shit. I'm telling y'all, she was on drugs. She was in there tweaking out. Always, that weird, let me stop. So meanwhile, I ended up getting fired from Steak and Shake, and I was making a whole lot of money at Steak and Shake. So I ended up going across the street to work at IHOP serving tables, right? Wasn't making enough money to make sure the rent was paid, so we lost our apartment. But instead of this nigga doing what he was supposed to do to recoup whatever I lost, right? And then I was always gone at night. Couldn't be around my kids. Couldn't tuck my kids in at night. He got to work during the daytime and be home at night on a regular schedule. But I was out till 12 and 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning trying to make sure the rent was fucking paid. So all this time, I'm like, I'm leaving this nigga, this raggedy broke ass nigga. I am out of here, bitch. Let me get an opportunity. So I was constantly trying to find another opportunity. So I ended up working at Walmart, right? So I was working 2 jobs. This nigga was working 1. And we was living in his daddy's house. So one day they ended up calling the police on me saying that I was beating my children. The police came, and you know what ended up happening? It was because my son, they had exposed outlets in the house because the house was real raggedy and toe down. They ended up having exposed outlets in the house, and my son was about to go put a hanger that was just laying on the floor into the exposed outlet. So I started being a helicopter mom. Because if I didn't say anything, then I would be talked about, because then the daddy would go tell the mama that I was doing this or doing that, whatever. Well, the mama wasn't there at this point, but it happened in the past, right? It would always be this gossip in the whole family about how I'm a horrible mom because my ex-father-in-law would see me do something or say something, or he would see me not do something or not say something, and then all of a sudden everybody know my business. And sometimes it wouldn't even be when we was living there. It would be because that fat fucker was going and telling them what I was doing and complaining to me to them. So everybody knew my business. And I was the enemy, number 1. Right? So sometimes as a parent, you have to understand that you got to just let your kids do what they got to do, but still be there to catch them if they fall or to help them get up. Right? But whoever this person is, I feel like whoever this is, oh, look, Empress and the 8 of Cups. Yeah. I feel like whoever this person is, they just wanted to hold you back. And I'm not sure why I have to tell y'all these long drawn out stories, because I guess people think that, I ain't worked to get to where the fuck I'm at. And I ain't been through y'all. I guess some of y'all think I'm just a green ass bitch. Like I ain't been through nothing or seen nothing. You think just because I'm a certain age or I come off a certain way, because I might come off innocent and immature and, play around and joke and all that shit. But I've been through some tough shit. I've been through some real tough shit. Okay? And when I say something to you, I'm saying it not because I'm judging you, but because I literally have experienced it. Or someone close to me experienced it. So it's like, it's this situation, you guys, where I feel like somebody, I don't know if they trying to talk down to you like Nunu's daddy was in ATL, or if somebody is judging you based on how you look. I don't know what this is about, but it definitely feels like you're going to finally get enough or have enough or be enough in your own mind message to walk away from a situation where somebody was doing that type of shit to you. What's this Fool card? One more card. Oh, not the Star reverse. Yep. It's really strong Leo or Aquarius energy, as well as Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, Libra. Somebody didn't want you to focus on what you wanted to focus on. They wanted to tell you what you were supposed to be focusing on. They wanted to suppress your talents, suppress your creativity, suppress your skills, suppress your happiness, your innocence, your jovial type of behavior, but not in like a negative way, but just like, hey, you just like to have fun. Like, why? It's like somebody wanted you to be all rigid and stressed. Okay, Two of Cups, Star, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, whoever this is was trying to make you feel very pessimistic or lacking in hope when it comes to what you want to accomplish in life. The Star card, this could also be someone who is sick, right? With the Star reversed. Someone may be trying to heal from some type of illness, surgery, something like that. I don't know what the fuck this is. But it's like pessimism, hopelessness, a lack of focus, distractions, right? I feel like you may have been communicating with somebody, telling them that you wanted to have something done or completed by the spring. And they could have been very negative or pessimistic or discouraging to where it's like they were going to cause a delay or they were causing a delay. I feel like you freed yourself from that or you walked away from this person. I also feel like you could be talking to someone about how their marriage or relationship is going. And this person could be very like pessimistic about it. Like, I don't know who this is. This could be somebody older. Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's your dad. Maybe it's a friend or a family member who's older. And they are... I feel like this is somebody who is encouraging you or supporting you when it comes to walking away from a person who they know will try to like slow you down. I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of like if your mom was telling you about things as an adult, right? Like your mom, when you were a kid, maybe you subconsciously or intuitively picked up on what was going on with your parents. But it's like, it kind of feels like a situation where you didn't know everything. And now that you're grown, your mom could be telling you about all the fucked up shit that was happening between her and your dad. And even though they're still together, it's like they stayed together. And it kind of feels like a situation where your mom is like, yeah, it's too late for me now. I'm not leaving your dad, but I can't stand his ass. Fuck him, you know? And basically encouraging you to go live your life and encouraging you not to settle and encouraging you to move forward because she doesn't want you to kind of get caught in the same trap type of energy. I feel like this is a very positive relationship. Four of Wands, Two of Cups. This could be a business relationship. This could be a platonic relationship. It could be romantic, but it's definitely a situation where somebody doesn't want you to feel as if you can blast off into the stratosphere. It's like they want you to believe that there's a limit, or they want you to believe that you have to stop somewhere, when in reality you don't. It's like somebody trying to encourage you to let you know that you are free. You can do whatever you want to do. That's so interesting. This could be someone who's a doctor. I don't know if they're a doctor with Star reversed, but they could be like a motivational speaker. It's like, I don't know, this could be a lawyer even. There's someone here who is imparting knowledge on you about how to free yourself from a situation that's not going anywhere. Like, free yourself from a hopeless situation. And it's a situation where somebody's not pulling their weight, or somebody's talking down on you, or they're trying to suppress your creativity. Okay. So what is this? Gratitude, therapist, insecure, surveillance, warning, 3 of Swords. Somebody's lying straight through their motherfucking teeth to you, Pisces. It's a Libra. Wheel of Fortune. Could be Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. Somebody's been lying to you for a long time, fucking with your emotions and your feelings. There's a shift that's taking place where all of this disappointment is going to turn into a blessing. What's this? 3 of Swords? 3 of Cups. That's crazy. Definitely in March. This could also be the 3rd of a month, which we've already passed June 3rd. This could have happened in the past, but I don't know. It feels like definitely could have been something that happened in March. Definitely could have been something that was going on at the beginning of this month. Or someone who was born in March. Okay, but Libra and Pisces for sure. Possibly Cancer. 8 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune again. So you're working towards something. I feel like you're doing a lot of work. I feel like you're very productive. There's something that you're working on. You could be working with a Virgo. I don't know. Or any of the signs I called could be involved. But you're focusing on accomplishing a goal. You're focusing on reaching a milestone. You're focusing on getting your work done and being meticulous, being very detailed, possibly even a little bit anal. Okay. You're also trying to, I feel like you're trying to make something uniform, right? Like, you see how these bottles are kind of more so on this side looking the same, and these are kind of like different, like they're all different sizes and shapes. I feel like you're trying to get the same result every time with something. There's something about this where you're trying to get the same result every time. You're trying to have uniformity when it comes to what you do and the products that you create, or the product of your work, or you want uniformity with the results once you like complete your work. I don't know exactly how to say that, right? But you want uniformity. And I feel like you're starting to get that, and things are starting to shift and change with this Wheel of Fortune. And it's leading to someone like being disappointed, or have some type of lies be exposed. Or you always do the same thing all the time. What else was with that 3 of Swords? I can't remember, y'all. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. As always, continue to catch the vibe. Sometimes we have to go back to make sure we have clarity. Sometimes we got to go back to go forward with it. Sometimes we got to go back to go. And I mean, listen, y'all might think it's stupid. Oh, just run the video back, Casey. I can't, because I'm filming. I'd love to. Then I'd have to start all over again. And that's a lot. What was that freaking card? Oh, Ace of Cups. That's what it was. I feel like you also want to get on some type of schedule or routine, because you know you have to be on a schedule or routine, or something that you're doing has to be very routine, uniform, scheduled, you know, incremental in that way for you to be successful. And I feel like you're starting to see that shift, because you actually have been putting in an equal amount of effort, and you're getting an equal amount of results. And things are shifting. And it's because those things are shifting, it's causing someone to be very disappointed that you're like in a better place emotionally. I feel like it's also causing for the ground to shift, hypothetically, when it comes to the lies that they could have told. Like, you're not believing it anymore, or they're being exposed. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Some of you could have some friends or people who you know in the community who are worried about you changing your life or being successful is causing them a lot of stress and anxiety, I feel like it's because they were talking shit about you. They were gossiping. And they were basically proclaiming that you wouldn't end up getting to wherever you were aiming to be. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like somebody who's ashamed of themselves and what they said because they didn't believe you would be able to get where you are, or they didn't believe that you'd be able to accomplish what you're accomplishing. Justice and the Eight of Pentacles. See? Yeah, so it's like Spirit is saying that someone has the right to be worried. Someone has the right to be scared. Someone definitely deserves to be in this position where they're stressed, anxious, ashamed, not able to sleep at night as a result of seeing you become successful because they did something dirty or they did something very reckless towards you that was ugly. I feel like this could definitely happen in the spring. What's the Star reversed? Seven of Wands. There was a lot of aggression. I feel like you were protected from something psychic. It wasn't able to penetrate your mind, your core, your crown. You were protected from some type of psychic attack. I also feel like you stopped defending yourself and you let Spirit start to defend you, right? So it's like a situation where you stopped explaining yourself. You stopped, addressing the haters. And it's not so much that you're not like, cause okay, for example, I'll be on here talking about, cause all this boop boop motherfucker bitch, all this other stuff. I'll be on here telling folks about themselves, right? But that's different from me getting on here and like, oh, you guys, I'm just gonna come on here and like, you know how back in the day when I was kind of like tiptoeing around everything I said because people were so offended? Yeah, them days is done. Fuck y'all. If you offended, that's your fault. Okay? It's not nobody. If you let everything little thing offend you, you need to get yourself strong. So I think it's kind of like that type of energy. The Temperance and the Devil, Sag and Capricorn. Yeah. There was a lot of toxicity. There was a lot of negativity. There was a lot of like back and forth communication about your downfall. That's what I feel. And I'm not sure if y'all know about this. What's the Three of Cups? Yeah, it's like people. So this is what was going on. When you were in that place where you were very defensive, or when you were in that place where you were very timid or passive because of like some type of abuse or bullying that you were a victim of, now you're a survivor of, right? If that was happening, those people were like basically, I don't want to say gloating, but it kind of feels like they were celebrating, gloating, happy that they were able to affect you in that way, or that their tactics to trigger you worked. What's the Three of Cups? Empress. And that's kind of what's going on right here. But I feel like now it's boomeranging around because we kept seeing that Wheel of Fortune. The tables are turning. Now the way that they were celebrating over here when it comes to, stressing you out. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. The way that they were celebrating over here for stressing you out, or the way that they were gloating and boasting about how they were able to trigger you, is the same thing that's happening over here. But it's like you're not doing that stuff. It's just more so a result of your results. that's causing them to feel that way. Empress, Three of Cups. See, look, Five of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? You're receiving an opportunity. You're receiving an opportunity that a lot of people were competing for. There's a lot of people competing for an opportunity, and in order to beat you or to prevent you from getting it, they're burning their own self. They're not even paying attention to the cauldron bubbling over. It's like the whole time they're arguing, trying to figure out who's the best or figure out who's in charge or figure out what this is, you done swooped in and took the opportunity for yourself. Wow. Yes, ma'am. It's like people were arguing back and forth about whether or not you deserve an opportunity. Or you deserve to get something. I don't know what the fuck this is. It feels like a group of people. But I feel like with the Three of Cups, you're going to get it. With the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to get it. That could be why someone's investigating you. It's because you got an opportunity and they don't feel like you deserve it. Maybe that's why I was talking all that shit about how even though I look the way I look, I've been through hell and back. You get what I'm saying? It's like weird. What's the Nine of Swords? Six of Cups. Yeah. Three of Wands. Another three. Yeah, you're being recognized at work for something. You're getting a promotion. Excuse me. Or you're being chosen for a position. Yep. And there's the Five of Swords, bitch. I saw it when I was shuffling. I feel like you can expect for people from your past to be spiteful, jealous, envious, hateful. Because they're thinking about the ways that they always thought that you would never be nothing. That's crazy. They're gonna try to send negativity to you from afar. There's somebody, this could be a baby mama, baby daddy, ex-husband, ex-wife, people who you grew up with, went to elementary, middle, high school, college with. They are, they're about to try and like project negative energy towards you from afar. What's the Six of Cups? I just heard that song. Ghetto superstar, that is what you are. Running from afar, reaching for the stars. Run away with me to another place, and we rely on each other. From one corner to another. Wasn't that Diddy? Oh my God. Wasn't that a Diddy song? Or was it? Wait. I remember that dude was like so on and so on. I think, did he produce that song or? I don't know. That's my jam though. When I said afar, that song popped up in my head. I just heard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In Aladdin, what's his name? Jafar? Isn't that the evil dude's name? Was it Jafar? Or was that somebody else? Y'all, let me know what this correlation is in the comments, please. I'm telling you. Yeah, the World card came out, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Cups. Look at that. Looking from afar. Trying to reach for the star that ran away from them to another place. And they can no longer rely on you. Ooh, look at that. I feel like you're receiving a blessing or something that appears to other people to be like a miracle or something very magical that's happening to you, that's allowing you to end the cycle, or it's happening because you ended a cycle. You finally are free or get to let something go. Hands in the air, power in the wand. You get what I'm saying? Celebration, cheers. Somebody's really upset though. But with the Three of Cups, I mean, that's water energy. And it feels like an air sign is upset. because you were very nurturing, loving, protective, giving to them in the past, and they're ashamed because they didn't appreciate you. They took it for granted. Five of Swords, they were envious and jealous of you. This, like, they expect it's, and that's what I was getting up here. It's like somebody who's very arrogant. I feel like a person was expecting for you to always protect them, or always be there for them, or always have their back, or always look out for them, or always sacrifice for their benefit and sacrifice yourself. And I just feel like you're not doing that no more. This ain't fucking this ain't a fucking pad commercial, bitch. I don't have dual lock leak protection, ho. I don't have always stamped on my forehead. That's crazy. I'm gonna put that on the thumbnail too. Always. I be wondering if y'all catch the jokes, the thumbnail jokes. Some of you do. Thank you for those of you who do. But yeah, that's what it is. They can't come to the party. They can't come to the party. What is the advice for Pisces? Ooh. Boop. Three of Pentacles. There it is. Listen, Spirit is trying to tell you that you can expect for this promotion. You can expect for this raise. You can expect this boost in your income. You can expect recognition. You can expect sponsorships, partnerships, any type of collaborative work to come in, because the quality of the work that you produce is better than the quality of the work of other people. People are starting to take notice. People are starting to recognize what it is that you do. People are looking at your work like, how does Pisces, you see what I'm saying? You see, look, you see this lady right here? I know it's hard to hear me, but listen, you see her right there with the head on? She looking at that pinnacle compared to her raggedy ass pinnacles? Well, okay, wait. Hold on, because she got the little yellow paint in her hand. She's the one who did that. But like the vibe that I was getting, just take away who painted what, right? The vibe that I was getting in the situation is that, like, you're so busy making sure that your work is good, everybody else is looking around like, how the fuck does Pisces get their work like that? Okay, y'all get the gist. Ooh, some of y'all are getting a really big job or a really big check from something that you're working on or something that you're doing. There's a lot of money coming in. Like, you usually get 3, but now you're going to get 10. This could be views. Like, you usually get maybe 300 views. Now you're going to get 1,000. You usually get 30 views. Now you're going to get 100. You usually get, I don't know, 3,000. Now you're going to get 10,000. You get what I'm saying? It's something like that. Maybe your check is usually $300. Now it's going to be $1,000. It's something like that. And there's a 3 of Wands. Get the fuck out of here. All these 3s. This could happen 3 times in a row. Ooh, 3 times in a row. Ain't that a song too? Yeah, I feel like you've been waiting on this for a long time. I feel like your spirit team is telling you to expect this, that it's coming. What's the 3 of Pentacles for advice? Ace of Cups. Child. Yeah, there's some work coming in or a job that's coming in that I feel like is going to benefit you a lot when it comes to, like, professionally allowing you to be recognized. Somebody could be wanting you to give them credit, or someone could just feel like you don't appreciate it, or you're not being grateful enough for it, or you don't deserve it. Like, yeah, so that's why it's connected to the springtime, because I feel like this is something that's going to be happening from the spring to the winter. From anywhere from now until like early January, you're going to have a lot of things happening for you that people don't understand. And these things are things that are here for you to celebrate. And remember when we first pulled the deck out, that level up card was there, and then we saw the evil eye in reverse and the caught up card, right? So it's like anybody who tries to come for you in this time is going to be caught up in their own, like, repercussions from sending you that negative energy, from projecting a negative image onto you, trying to ruin your reputation. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you've worked hard. You deserve this. So if there's anybody who's trying to make you feel like you're not being grateful enough, or like the message that we had on Sunday where, oh, you know, you're bragging too much, you're boasting too much, you're being too prideful, you need to humble yourself. Bitch, you need to shut the fuck up. Because you don't know what the fuck I had to go through to get here. You don't know what I dealt with on the back end. You don't know what was coming along with this. Just because you don't see a spiritual attack on this platform don't mean I'm not going through spiritual attacks and spirits and entities and demons working through folks to try to fuck me over. That's why whenever I see somebody be successful, like, it is bittersweet, because sometimes I've seen people excel on this platform and move further faster, right? And it's, you know, a situation where you for me personally, at least, it's a situation where I'm not so much upset that they got it. I'm happy for people when they get things. I just want to know, which I've expressed this to you guys before. You can check the receipts. It's just a matter of, like, not necessarily thinking that they don't deserve it, but wondering, like, when is it going to be my time? When am I going to be able to see that in my own life? Because I'm seeing it happen to other people, so I know it's possible. I'm seeing it happen around me to others, so I know that I can use that as a confirmation that it's possible. And I know it can happen to me too, but it's not. So I'm sitting here kind of like flabbergasted, very perplexed, because it's like, okay, what am I doing wrong? It's more so a situation where I'm beating my own self up. And I'm like, okay, what do I need to fix? What do I need to improve? Can I change the way that I do my setup? Can I change, you know, the way that I speak and talk, which reverts to, you know, me censoring myself to try to please everyone and all these other fucked up things that are not necessarily a reflection of things I need to improve on, but, you know, a reflection of the things that I have to realize are going on around me. And, you know, like, it's just all of these different things that go into it. And I think that's how a lot of you guys could have been feeling, especially about the things that you've been working really hard to achieve. Because if the 3 of Pentacles is here with the 10 of Pentacles showing up, you've been working a long time and really working hard to try to achieve something positive in your life. We already saw the 8 of Pentacles. So it's not like you don't create quality work. It's not like you don't put your whole elbow into whatever the fuck you're doing. Literally, bitch. No. but like, it's just like, okay, what's going on, right? And that's how I feel like you guys could have been feeling. And if it definitely feels like Spirit is saying, hey, this blessing is deserving because you built this. You've been working a really long time on this. And you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and really trying to keep your hopes up about it. Really trying to prevent yourself from getting, you know, discouraged. So you deserve whatever this is. Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. And so when somebody tries to tell you don't, y'all know what to do. What do we say to motherfuckers who try to tell us what we don't deserve? Kick rocks, bitch. Barefoot with no shoes on, fresh out the bathtub with another bitch on the end. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Very passionate, very emotional, very like triggering. I feel like a lot of you guys are speaking from the heart. A lot of you guys are really allowing your creativity to shine through, to shine brightly. And a lot of people, look at how this person got the sword pointed right at her head, coming up right there like that behind her, while she's trying to keep this wand in the air and keep all of this stuff juggling. And then all the birds. So this could be a man with a bunch of flunky ass bird brain bitches chasing behind him. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who communicates very aggressively, but really ain't talking about shit. Because you know bird brain bitches love to follow behind niggas like that. And if you're new here and you are offended by my curse words, a lot of times when I say the N word, it's not derogatory towards African Americans or black people. Because if you look in the dictionary at the definition, that is the way in which I'm using the word. I feel like you're reaching a goal that you've been very passionate about reaching for a long time, and you've been very patient. What's the 3 of Pentacles? 7 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's trying to steal this blessing, or somebody's trying to sabotage this recognition. Child, it is not gonna work. 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? Somebody's upset that your strategy is working. That's what it is. They're disappointed. And all they can think about is how you got away. 7 of Pentacles. I was just looking at the 7 of Swords. You've been waiting a long time. That's 10 Pentacles. Judgment. And the 8 of Swords. Wow. All someone can think about is how upset they are that you were able to get away, sneak away, slink away, or implement a strategy that actually works. That's all they can think about. Worried. Scared shitless. All they can think about is that disappointment. What's the Ace of Cups? Strength. Wow. Yeah, the courage to follow your dreams and your passions. And to say what's on your mind. And to speak clearly, too. And like something that you're doing is like very controlled. It's not like you're censoring yourself. It's more like you have self-discipline. Something about self-discipline and like maturity. Very balanced energy. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles too. We saw the Justice earlier. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's something about uniformity. Like if you make, just say you make lotion. Every bottle of lotion that you fucking make is the same consistency every time. Like you've tweaked the recipe to a science to where every time something is good, it's consistent. It's on par with the formula. And people appreciate that. I think there's also someone who's trying to seduce people or intimidate people or like brainwash people into thinking that you're an opportunist just because you took an opportunity. That's 2 different things. I feel like you're very honest and truthful, and I feel like you're very open when it comes to your communication. And I feel like you're also very philanthropic. You're very balanced in your perspective, or there's uniformity in what it is that you do. And somebody just wants to, like somebody's trying to flip something on its head and lie and say things about you that just aren't true. Because at the end of the day, that's what I tell everybody. Listen, I'm not ashamed of my past. If you want to ask me a question about something that I haven't talked about, it's my prerogative, first of all. If I want to tell, I don't have to tell your bitch ass nothing. And I'm not talking to y'all specifically, but like if somebody were to come up to me and say, oh, so-and-so said that you went down there and basically hit somebody with your car or something like that. Something crazy. Like I was trying to think of something stupid. I couldn't think of something. But like if somebody accused me of doing a hit and run, I'm going to tell you if I did it or not. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I am psychic. So I know, because I'm psychic, I know that other people are psychic whether they know it or not. And I know that if I did something wrong, then I will be punished for it if I end up lying at some point or another, right? It might not be in the same, I might get away with it then, but I won't get away the next time. And I've never been the person to be able to lie. Okay, because even if people don't find out that I lied, I still get punished for it. So I say all that to say, like, if it were ever a situation where I did something and then somebody asked me whether or not I did it, that's why I don't have no problem. Like, people be like, oh, you be telling folks your business. I don't give a fuck, child. I don't fucking care. Because whoever judges me for my business is a hypocrite. And because I have that strength and the knowledge and wisdom to know that, it makes me unabashedly unashamed to tell you whatever I need to tell you to help you get through your fucking situation. And even if I'm not 100% on point with these readings to where I know every single detail, I bet you I got the story down pretty good. Or I bet you I'm picking up on something subconscious that you don't want to address. And if you was really real with yourself, you would probably see. Or I bet you I'm picking up on something that's happening in the future that hasn't hit you yet, that you will then remember this reading about. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have no problem telling what's going on. If I did something wrong, fine, I'll tell you. Because when I was in school, you can go back to high school with me. If I said something about somebody, it was girls talking shit and whispering under their breath. And I would boldly, loudly tell folks, come and say that shit to my face, bitch, and I guarantee I'll slap you upside your fucking head. I would say it very loud. The teacher would hear. Teacher, what's going on? So-and-so is over there talking about me, and I told her if she stepped to me, I'm going to knock her ass the fuck out. That's what's going on. That's the type of person I was. That's the type of person I still am. I have just learned how to mold that and fine tune it and sand it down to the perfect consistency to where it's real smooth. And I'm still working on it. And I'll continue to work on it and not be ashamed. So it's like, that's the type of situation that I feel that is going on. It's like, can't nobody say nothing about you, Pisces, that you ain't already said about yourself. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like that's the situation. I feel like you need to pay attention to when that's going on and what's happening, and like making sure that you try to keep this attitude of that smooth operator type of energy, so that you don't allow anybody to come and, get you caught up. You don't allow anybody to be an opportunist in your life, taking advantage of things that you deserve for yourself, so that you don't allow anybody to trigger you into thinking things about yourself that just aren't true. Because I feel like you're entering into a level of success where you know how to prevent yourself from getting caught up in these types of traps. And somebody who's a Knight of Swords, who thinks they can come step to possibly the King of Swords, the Empress, the Strength card, whatever, they're highly, highly mistaken. Okay? Don't let them make you think that anything different is going on. Okay? Now let me see. Let me see what cards I want to use. Let me pick the cards, Sonny. Hold your horses, Sonny. I'll tell you what. King of the Hill. Oh, I'll tell you what. I can't do his voice. Let me stop. Anything else Pisces needs to know when it comes to these messages? Sun in reverse, sorrow. Ooh, not black magic. So I don't think this is a child because it went in reverse, but the crystal stopped it. So I think this could be an adult who's very childish. Could be anybody. This maybe not your son, but someone else's son. So this could be a grown man. Somebody regrets their behavior with that black magic energy. Ooh. Somebody's regretting trying to manipulate situations. Ooh, health concern. So maybe not the son, but the father. Somebody's father. What was that other card? God damn it. It was black magic. I'll be ready to go, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I've been editing all day. I'm over it. Like the video before you go. Before you click off. Oh, sorrow. That's what it was. Okay. Health concern. Fate. Healthy eating. Yeah, so there's a health concern in someone's future if they don't start taking care of themselves. This could be you. for some of y'all, because we definitely got that message to slow down and take care of yourself. But I feel like this is somebody's daddy or somebody's son. I don't know. There's a man here who I feel like is concerned about another man becoming unhealthy, or they regret not eating healthy when they were younger, because now they're destined to like have some type of health issues. Somebody could have got diabetes, because once you get diabetes, you can't get rid of it. It's like, I was watching this video, I think it was Pat CC. He did a video about not Dorothy Dandridge, but oh man, Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. What's her name in real life? Can't remember. But also Tom Hanks, Castaway. He was doing a video that basically described how far actors and actresses would either push themselves or be pushed to have success in a particular role, right? And I think it was Tom Hanks when he did Castaway, and he got diabetes or something from like the extreme diet that he went on to transition from the chubby Tom Hanks in the beginning of the movie to the more lean Tom Hanks at the end. So it kind of feels like diabetes came to mind, because once you get it, you can't get rid of it. I don't know why but I'm saying they told he ended up getting diabetes, and that actually popped up in my head. So it's like somebody could have diabetes. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. See, and I feel like somebody stopped taking care of themselves because they thought they were going to be attached to you forever, right? Like this could be a situation where I don't care who you are, man, woman, in the middle. You might have had a person who you cooked for all the time, right? Or, you took care of them. You laid their clothes out. You pushed them to walk and get exercise. And they thought that you would always be there to make sure they stayed in shape and to make sure they did what they had to do. Again, always on your forehead. They irritate me, y'all. Can you tell? That's what I feel. And now somebody is realizing that because you're not there and they didn't take care of themselves, they're doomed or destined to be like in a negative health predicament. What's this? What? One more card? Birthday. Yeah, so somebody's finding out about a health condition or a concern on their birthday. And I feel like, again, it's September to early January. Libra, Virgo first, then Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn. But I don't think it's your son. I think it is someone's son. So it's a man who's either worried about his father or worried about himself. Bereavement. Ooh, somebody might die on their birthday. What the fuck is going on? All right. And then we have fame. This could just be, again, the sorrow energy. Somebody's feeling regretful, sorrowful, sorry. I just heard Justin Bieber. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Do 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 do. This could be this is somebody who feels lost on their birthday, or they feel very like aimless, very regretful, very sorrowful, very down and depressed on their birthday. I feel like with the fame card, it's because they didn't pay attention to their own health, or it's because you no longer are paying attention to them. I'm going to see if I can get anything from this, but I'm about to move on, because what is this sun in reverse, health concern, birthday? Ace of Wands, Judgment, Ten of Wands. Yeah, somebody could be getting old and realize that somebody could smoke a lot. And there's some type of health concern that they're either finding out about or that they're worried about, because they don't want to address this issue. It's something about either somebody being real big, okay, overweight, or being like a heavy smoker with the Ten of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Justice, Libra, Taurus. What's this Ace of Wands? High Priestess. Don't let it be you, Pisces. Yeah, there's a goal here that someone's trying to reach as well. Page of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. You've been feeling intuitively that someone is dealing with a health concern that they haven't told you about. And I feel like you might be getting proof of that. What's the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands? Queen of Swords. Your intuition is telling you that someone is setting a goal to eat healthier, to exercise more, to lose the weight, to put down the cigarettes or the blunts or the whatever the fuck. Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. That's 6 Pentacles. You might be able to help somebody. I don't know if they want your help though. So take that how it resonates. Because sometimes people become more of a burden when you try to help them. And it kind of feels like whoever this person is, you may be right about what they're going through, but I also feel that they may not want you to help them, or they may not be open or receptive to whatever the help is that you want to offer. Or you know why someone is making a certain goal or something like that. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I just feel like that could also be a part of what's happening during that time frame. But I know that might be, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was a little weird. Anything that, I guess that was something else that you need to know. What's the advice for Pisces? Darkness. Darkness, everybody. Darkness. Yeah, you're being led in a particular, guidance. And abundance is yours. You're being led towards abundance. And it's just like your spirit team. They're not going to let you down. Okay. And I feel like you've already won. You're being guided through the things that you can't see or understand. And they're leading you towards positivity. That end part threw me off. That's so strange. That is so strange. Real quick, what is this surveillance and warning? Hermit. This could be a Virgo. But no, it definitely could be somebody investigating you. There's an investigation going on. The Sun, Leo and Virgo. A Leo and Virgo could be investigated, or a Leo or a Virgo could be investigated. But I feel like with the Sun card, it's like you don't have to worry about it. Or whatever somebody is looking into, it just confirms what you already have said. You get what I'm saying? Like if somebody's investigating you and they want to find out what about you that you're lying about, it's like you're not lying about anything. It kind of goes back to what I said when it comes to like you not caring who knows your business, because you've already said the thing. You beat them to it. You said it first. Can you clarify this Sun in reverse, this health concern and birthday? I'm confused. Hangman. Maybe you're not supposed to know. I think it's okay. I think that, okay. I think it's someone's goal to find out what your secret is. Because this could be a side effect of fame, because we have the fame card. I feel like somebody's trying to embarrass you or get you caught up. They're trying to tell your secrets or find out your secrets, but you already told everything. So, yeah. Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's trying to force you into a position where they can say, "Yep, gotcha, bitch." Like Dave Chappelle. He said, men like nice cars. But the reason why men like nice cars is because it attracts women who like nice cars. It's like bait. Then what do you say? It's like bait. You go over there and it was like, ooh, such a nice car. And, talking about all that. I'm saying a joke wrong, but it's like talking about, oh, the car's so nice, the car's so nice. And then the man is like, gotcha, bitch. Dave Chappelle is hilarious. Man, that man is funny. Oh. Especially like young Dave Chappelle that didn't give a fuck. That was, man, that's one thing. I be thinking about the past sometimes, you guys, and how, I would have wished that I experienced this or wish that I experienced that. Sometimes I wish I would have experienced the era with hippies and everybody was just chilling, dude. And we're just riding out, vibing out, dude. Like the original one, not the fake one that was like created right now. But I'm glad that I was able to experience Dave Chappelle firsthand. I really am. I'm thankful for that. But you guys just know, Spirit is guiding you through the darkness. You don't have to worry about anything. You're being led to where you will end up being most abundant. And I think a lot of you guys have something really monumental that, that you can look forward to in the near future. And just like somebody thought that you would always be there, maybe they thought your name was Allstate. They thought you'd always be there, but it's like Spirit is always there for you. Doesn't mean that you're always going to be there for them. So I hope that helped you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Book your readings today, you guys. Do not hesitate unless you don't have the money. Okay. If you've been thinking about it, you got the money, you saved it up, go ahead and book. Can't wait to see you there. Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated, Pisces. And remember, this is our Circle Booze. Bye.